response to our previous question about the diplomatic dialogue, as you have expected, between Israel and the United States, why on the margins and on the sidelines of the expected meeting between Netanyahu and the American president, why did he resort to that escalation? Is he taking the U.S. approval for granted, or is he trying to get Palestinians and Arabs to believe that the United States is approving every single act of Israel? Because the diplomatic dialogues you have mentioned didn't provide some real fruitful results, except putting an end to Gaza. However, it had been obstructed now and slowed down despite all these pressures. How do you view this situation and the Israeli conduct?
Thank you. Well, diplomacy is always ongoing. And we have to keep in mind that the Israeli government has been clear, absolutely clear with the entire world. In spite of President Trump's clear statement that he wanted a ceasefire in the Gaza Strip, that he wants to move forward his 20-point peace plan, the Prime Minister of Israel and the Israeli government have been clear that they do not agree, with a Palestinian state in the long term, that they do not agree with the most logical way of getting to a reformed Palestinian government is to work with the Palestinian Authority and to bring in those who can support the reconstruction and security in the Gaza Strip, which would include Turkey and other states. They have said no at every turn. So they have shown who they are and what their priorities are. It is indeed up to the rest of the world, with President Trump in leadership, to determine what our priorities are. Now, President Trump believes very strongly in his legacy, and we have seen with regard to the 12-day war with Iran, when President Trump decided that that conflict should stop, he stopped it, and he got the Israelis to stop it. So we know he can do that if it is his priority. The challenge, of course, is among these three things: Iran, the West Bank sovereignty, and the Gaza peace plan. Which is his priority? Can he maintain all three of them? And what is the domestic impact? Because he's got challenges domestically. And
okay, Madam
Yes.
Ambassador, why are you getting some sort of correlation of what is happening in Gaza and Palestine and what is happening in Iran? And I believe this is not the first time. Why are you getting these two different topics correlated?
They are very different, but they have the same actors. Our Arab partners who have been cautioning and counseling President Trump to avoid a military attack, and our Israeli partners who have been saying it is best to strike Iran. So he's got these partners in each of his ears about what to do with regard to Iran. It is the same with regard to the Gaza Strip. Our Arab partners are saying the Israelis are a holdup. They are a hurdle to accomplishing what you, President Trump, want to accomplish. The Israelis also have very good avenues into the White House and are telling a very different story. So while the accounts are very different accounts, they are related. We cannot deny that, as we saw Iran stand up for Palestinians in a way that other states in the region did not. They're related.
In response